Venus appears to have undergone some changes. What the heck are you? Oh, you're aggressive, aren't you? Oh, you're aggressive. Oh, you're so cute, but you're so angry. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more Ultimate 9. Today, we're going to the moon and to many other planets. So for us to go to space, we need to have a multitude of things. One being a rocket. But before we can get the rocket, we need to make ourselves the materials for it. So we first need a compressor, which I actually have. That is good. And what the compressor is gonna do is it's going to basically allow me to automatically crush things down into plates, such as this steel, because we're gonna need a lot of plates from steel. So, wow. Oh, that's actually really sick. It has the progress meter be a little hammer. I actually really like that. And there we go. We got ourselves a steel plate. But this is very slow. I don't like it when things are slow. Even though I myself am pretty slow, I don't like it when things other than me are slow. I am a jealous slow being. So let's go ahead and speed this baby up. Once we go ahead and get that ready, oh, well, I mean, I already got the quest. So next up, we really do just need our rocket, which is just going to take a lot of steel. It's just a lot of steel. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking beautiful though. So there we go. Now we got ourselves all our steel plates. So then, now we need to make ourselves the rocket components and also the NASA workbench. So for the workbench, we only need a couple more things. And after that, we can go ahead and make ourselves our NASA workbench. There we go. That's all set and ready. Then we want to grab ourselves a launch pad, because you can't really take a rocket without your launch pad, you know? It's just a necessity. Now then, for the rocket itself, the tier 1 rocket, we need a rocket nose cone, 6 steel blocks, 4 rocket fins, 2 steel tanks, and a steel engine. So that should be everything. We just need to go ahead and grab ourselves our 6 blocks. There we go. Now we can make the rocket. And this looks like the perfect place for us to do it. We just need to clear out some of all the grass. There we go. We don't need any flora here. We just need barren wastelands. Then what we can do is we can go ahead and put our launch pad, which I hold with all my mighty strength, and we just place that down there. Then we're going to want to get ourselves our NASA workbench, because in here is where we can go ahead and make a rocket. Oh, but it actually is slot specific. Okay, I thought that I'd be able to just throw it in there, but I guess I was wrong. Well, I mean, I definitely can now. Or apparently not, because it stacks now. I didn't think it did before, but now we can go ahead and make ourselves the rocket. Beautiful. So now, with a rocket in hand, we are almost ready for us to go to the first planet, being the moon. But we need fuel. So the normal way that you would get fuel with Astra, which is this mod, is you would take the fuel refinery and refine oil. Now, there are various other mods besides the Astra oil that work with this. But I think I might have actually found something else that should work just the same. And I believe we shift right click this. Yeah, that's where we can go ahead and put the fuel. So, if I head over to the mining dimension, you can see right inside of here, this is where I keep something called biofuel. From when I was looking in here, it seems like biofuel might actually be able to work with the Astra mod, because it can go inside the fuel loader. So it leads me to wonder, is this in fact going to work as fuel? Alrighty, we're at the rocket. So now if I put this in here, yeah, I think the biofuel is gonna work. Oh, that is legendary. Okay, so we can go ahead and throw all that into there. That is freaking beautiful, man. Okay. So now we're almost ready to actually be able to go to space, but we kind of can't, because as you can see, I'm a little under-equipped for space travel. I seem to lack a certain space suit, and that thing we can go ahead and make with almost the greatest of ease, but we're going to need to grab ourselves this oxygen gear, which isn't terrible to get, and then we're going to need to get ourselves 2 oxygen tanks, which... why can't you just keep in there? Oh, yeah, well, Why didn't I just put the steel plates in the system? Because I don't need them for anything else. I feel stupid. I really do. Okay, so now we got ourselves our spacesuit. But normally with this, what you would need is you would need to get yourselves all 4 pieces of spacesuit. And it does look pretty cool, but we don't need to do that because we can actually go ahead and make an enchantment called Space Breathing. And it can allow me to use energy or durability to breathe. So we're just going to need to get ourselves... Oh, we need to already have gone to the moon. Ow. Well, I guess I am making a spacesuit then. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at me. Oh, I look awesome. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. So, yeah, now we got our spacesuit, but we do still need to grab ourselves some oxygen before we can actually utilize this. That is fine. We have a couple of ways of getting it. We need the oxygen loader, and then we're also going to need to grab ourselves an oxygen tank. I believe that the oxygen can would actually be the best, because that can just hold a buttload of oxygen. Go ahead and slap all this together, and then we get ourselves our oxygen loader. That's pretty good. So, what this baby is gonna do, it's going to provide us with oxygen that we need, but it also can actually create the oxygen from straight water. So we need to go ahead and head on over to a water source that we can access pretty much infinitely. And right here would be for the best, as it also does connect itself to power, which helps me out a lot. Now what we can do is we can just throw this, not into there, into here, and it'll then absorb all of the oxygen. And then we can go ahead, right-click this. Where did my oxygen go? I mean, it should have gone into me. Oh, you know what? I know what happened. Oh, I'm so stupid. I forgot I need to load this directly into my suit. Yeah, there we go. Now it's going in there. Okay, so like this thing was me just eating it up straight. Well, I mean, you know what? The oxygen tanks will work well enough. I already know those work. So then let's go ahead and grab ourselves our digital miner as well. Really didn't need the ender chest, so I can just go ahead and leave that. And then we can also go ahead and grab this, because we are going to need to find a very, very special metal. But with that, I'm pretty sure that is everything. We are ready to go off into the stars, basically. I don't know how this is gonna affect my infinite daytime, so let's see what happens. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Let's get the cinematic shot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition! Da 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 da. Da da da, it's space music, baby. Thumbnail shot. Here we go to space. We're going on to the stars. How long does this go? So I can shut up. Why does this go on for so long? I can't look because yes! Okay, there we go. I'm done. Didn't really stick the landing there, but you know what? It's fine. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to look at Earth and then Moon. And that will take us to the Moon. I should be in something. Clearly something else wrong has happened. Okay, wait, there we go. Everything's loading in. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we approach the floor. So I do need to hold down spacebar so that way I don't, like, die on impact. Because I don't have as my OP armor anymore. So I'm a bit more vulnerable to crashing and all that. So now we can just go ahead, bring ourselves for a bit of a safe touchdown. And here we are. We are now on the moon, baby. Oh, look at it. Oh, it's so epic. Oh, dude, I've only used this mod once in FTB Skies, the previous longest series on my channel, which is now All the Mods 9. Incidentally, as of the episode that released today, I believe we just matched FTB Skies, and this one is a couple episodes in advance, so we are already well prepared for this. Now, around here, we're gonna find a bunch of structures. And it's in these structures that we can find things that we need, and also very special little friends. Look, the Lunarians. Oh, they're so cute. Now, funny story. Also in FTB Skies was the first time I ever found the Easy Villagers mod. And I found something pretty fun with these guys. if I shift right click you, wait, can I not do it anymore? Oh, there we go. Yes! I can capture these guys as well and convert them into normal villagers and watch them die. Yes, beautiful. I just committed a murder. Oh gosh, that's probably the worst thing I've ever done on my channel. Yeah, actually, you know what? Kindergarten. Never mind. Okay, but what's really special is that around where these villagers are, we can actually find something called Dash, which is something that we're going to really need. But there's also actually loot chests also. A launch pad. Okay, that's actually really good. I realized I forgot one. Oh yeah, and this is the Dash, which is actually really good. Now, this is also the reason why I brought the digital miner, was because it is also an ore that we can go ahead and mine. So once we get that, we could just then go ahead and smelt it, and it'll all work the same. But if we can find as much of it as we can, freaking cheese. Actually, wait, I haven't eaten cheese yet. Will this add hearts? I don't know, because I never get hungry anymore because of freaking Mahot Sky. Dang it. Okay, I guess we'll never know. More cheese, don't need any of that. More cheese, don't need any of that. Oh, wait, moon sand. Wait, was that what I needed for the enchantment book? It was moonstone. Okay, not moon sand, sorry. Okay then, so one more chest left. Another Dash. So now what we can go ahead and do is we can go ahead and set up our digital miner right here. And then we're going to want to set the config to be Dash. That is diamond. I don't think I find diamond, but I mean, if I do, that would be nice. But what we're gonna want to do is we're gonna want to type in forge : ores / how is this stuff spelled? Dash. That should work. And there we go. Now it'll get anything to do with Dash. So now we can go ahead and start this. And wow, that's quite a lot of stuff. There we go. Okay, now we definitely have enough. Okay then. So then, now what we need to do, just so that way things don't get weird, because I did kind of move a bit away from where I was initially. So I want to make sure that I know exactly where I'm going. We're just going to go ahead and put down a waystone right here that is set directly to the moon. So now we can go ahead and head directly home. And I don't think that the Dash would go through my mining system. I will have to actually check right now. Does this work through it? It doesn't. Okay, so it can only be directly smelted. That's fine. So then once this is all ready, we're next going to need to make a tier 2 rocket, so that way we can then go ahead and head to Mars. Now, the tier 2 rocket is basically the same recipe. It's just that some of the steel plates are replaced with Dash. So all this stuff right here, just replace the plates with Dash. So I'm just going to get all of that, and then we're going to go ahead and head to Mars. Also, apparently I discovered something. So the moon quest apparently doesn't unlock unless I do all of these quests. So I actually do need to do the fueling up thing, which sucks. So what that means is we're gonna need to go ahead and make ourselves the fuel refinery, and hopefully we can actually use biofuel in this thing as well, because if we can, that would be very, very helpful. So let's go ahead, put this thing down right here, and then we can go ahead, slap the biofuel. It does not work. Crap. So what that means is that if I want to get this fuel, I'm gonna need some kind of oil. Well, I found some kind of oil. It's crude oil from Numacraft, so you know what? Let's hope this works. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves our buckets, and then, can be processed in a refinery to produce various fuel. Okay, wait, that's for its own thing. Okay then, so if we head on back over to here, is this in fact going to work? If this works, this would be very, very helpful, because normally what you do is you go out into the world kind of like that, and you'd find different oils. Yes, there we go. Okay, so now we've gotten ourselves all of that, and then we got ourselves all of our buckets of our fuel. There we go, it's beautiful. So now, there we go, we got ourselves those quests done. There we go. So now we can go ahead, set up everything for our new rocket. and then get ourselves all the way up to tier 2, baby. There we go. Oh my gosh, and look at this rocket. Oh my gosh, that is way cooler. So, I should have the launch pad still, because I didn't actually use that. So if we go ahead, grab this, there it is. And then I can put this one right here, and then you guys can get a side-by-side look at this. Like, this is significantly cooler looking, man. And it's only gonna get way better. Once you guys see the rest of the rockets, you're gonna know that this is the coolest darn thing ever. Okay, so now we got all our fuel. So now, we can just go ahead and continue down the line. Let us go to Mars! 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cinematic again. Oh gosh, they died under my fire! What? Oh! I did not know that would happen. Okay, that was significantly better than what we had before. Alrighty, so now what we need to do is we gotta click on Mars, and now we can head on over and land on the red planet. And this one loaded way faster than the moon did. Yay, it's because the moon wasn't supposed to exist, clearly. Because with all of my oh. That was cool looking over there. Okay, but because with all of the automations and stuff we have, moons are not supposed to exist, so the game didn't like that I landed on it. That's clearly what happened. So, now we can go ahead and go in here and extract our rocket again. There we go. Okay then, so now, I never grabbed the digital miner, did I? No, I didn't. Oh. Oh. That's what this was. Okay, I saw this one of these over on the moon, but I didn't look at it. It's a waystone tower. Oh, that's actually really good. Okay, so if there's gonna be one of these on each of the planets, that's gonna be very, very helpful. So now what we need is we're gonna need a material called ostrum. I don't know if I spelled it correctly. So let's go ahead and look into here and just see it is spelled like that. Okay, that is good. So now we just need to do the same thing we did before. Forge ores / and then this time, did I click? Oh, okay. Ostrum. There we go. Then we can go ahead and save that. And now we just need to turn this baby on. And there we go. We're getting our ostrum, baby. It is beautiful. This is probably the easiest way I could have done this. Like, I made this so much more difficult before, man, because there are other structures that you can find on Mars, which can also hold themselves some of the ostrum. But it's like, it is just super complicated, man. And there's also, like, a snowy area to this place. It's like, it's very odd, actually. I don't even know why this place has snow. But you know what? We don't really need to know. All we need is just get ourselves all of our ostrum. Then once we get enough of that, we'll be able to make ourselves a tier 3 rocket and also our next spacesuit. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. So we are gonna need quite a lot of this. So pretty much just the same process as before. Let's go.
5 minutes later.
Alrighty, I gathered up everything I'm gonna need. So before we take off in the new rocket, we're gonna need to go ahead and make ourselves our new netherite spacesuits, which just takes some of the ostrum and the dash plates, as well as some netherite armor. Oh my gosh, look at it. Look at the tint. The tint on my glass. Oh, it is so beautiful. So now with all of our ingredients, which are basically exactly the same, we can go ahead and make ourselves our brand new rocket. Oh my gosh, look at that, baby. So now side-by-side comparison between this one and this one. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. And the tier 4 rocket, the final rocket, oh man, it's gonna look super sexy. So let's go ahead and load this baby up full of fuel and then take off for one of the next to last times, baby. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I believe next up we're going to Venus. Yes, we can go to Mercury, but there really isn't anything there for me. Oh my gosh, I did it again. I just noticed I forgot the digital miner. Are you serious? Alrighty, now with our new magical tier 3 rocket, let us land on Venus. Oh boy, here we go. And this is actually why we needed the netherite armor, which is because Venus is way too close to the sun. It's gonna hurt me real bad if I'm inside of a normal armor. So we need to protect ourselves with the power of our pristine armor. So there's the ground. Okay, the fog kind of messed with me a little bit, but here we go. Touchdown on the ground. Here we go. Welcome to Venus. Venus appears to have undergone some changes. What the heck are you? Oh, you're aggressive, aren't you? Oh, you're aggressive. Oh, you're so cute, but you're so angry. Like, what is going on with your legs, little boy? What's wrong with your feet, boy? Okay, but yep, this is Venus. It's steaming pile of hell. Actually, there appears to be a structure over here. Wait a minute. This could be good. I don't recall there being structures. Oh, I recall the structures now. Oh, it's... Huh. You know, when I said that this was... I was not far off in calling this a steamy pile of hell. Like, this is basically just the space nether. Huh. Interesting. But if we go over to here, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is just another, like, basically a stronghold for them. So, I'm gonna leave this thing alone. It really isn't important. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my digital miner and then we can get this going. Alrighty, I got myself the digital miner back again. So now, for the very last time, we can go ahead and then type in forge ores / calorite. I hope I spelled that correctly. Yes, I did. So now we can go ahead and start getting ourselves the final material for the next rocket, which is gonna be calorite. So, once we get that, we'll be able to go the final planet in Ad Astra, which is Glaceo. I could still go to Mercury, but I'm gonna decide against it. And what's even better is that we will also be able to make ourselves an upgraded spacesuit, which actually uses the previous spacesuit, but we'll be able to get ourselves an upgraded spacesuit that has a very special ability. But yeah, once again, pretty much just more the same. More mining, more barren wasteland.
Later.
Alrighty, here we go. The time has come. It looks weird without any armor on, so we're gonna need to do this fast. Let's go ahead and then make ourselves jet helmet, jet suit, our jet pants, and then finally, our jet boots. And there we freaking go. Our suit is now completed. And since this one actually was created from the earlier version, I actually do have the old oxygen in this time. And this one is also gaining power. Why on earth would it gain power? I will show you all that in a second, but let's go ahead and then consume the rest of our oxygen. We don't need it to be at a full tank, we just need a bit more. So then let's go ahead, head on outside, and then we can go ahead and make ourselves this last rocket, which is just gonna be a couple of things, you know, some very special things. Not very special, we've already seen all this before, but this time it's for the Omega, the true tier 4 rocket, baby. Look at it! Look at it! Oh my gosh, it's so sick! And it's facing the wrong way. Oh, well, that's fine. But look at this thing! Oh, that was a bit spoilery. But that's fine. So let's go ahead, take down our tier 2 rocket, and then put down the tier 3 rocket. And then you can see, it's bigger. I actually kind of prefer the tier 3 now that I'm looking at them side by side. But you know what? This is fine. So now, with this in our hands, we can go ahead and then take the final steps to our last destination. But before we do that, I actually want to take this launch pad because I don't have any more of the things on me. So you know what? This is gonna be fine. We can go ahead and put all those away. We no longer need any of them. And now we venture off to our final... I forgot to put in fuel. Okay, take 2. We head on off to the final planet. 7, 6, I'm off by second. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go in our ultimate rocket. Wait, Belger, move over. I want to see you burn again. Dang it. Oh, that's fine. But we take One small step for man. An even smaller step for me, because I'm sure. Oh, that's hilarious. But here we go, off to space. And this final planet is actually very interesting for a reason that we're gonna get into in a second. But now we can go ahead and go off to this new solar system. We don't want this one anymore. We want this one. And inside of this one, we have our only planet being Glaceo. So let's go ahead and head on over to there. And then, here we go. We visited Glaceo. And this planet is very pretty, especially the moon. Like, look at that. Dude, that is so sick. I'm pretty sure I had that in the thumbnail for my original visit here back in Skies. So now we can go ahead and just keep ourselves up. Oh, are we gonna land on an ice spike? Oh, we landed on an ice spike. Oh no, I'm dead. I've been skewered. But that's fine. So now, here we go. We're on the final planet of Glaceo, an ice planet. So it's basically one massive frozen tundra. We got one over here too. Oh, and this one actually looks really sick. Like, this one has no right to look this good. Like, glowing iron pillars. This one actually looks like the best. I gotta hand it to Glaceo. It's got the best tower. So now we can go ahead and grab ourselves another waystone, which I did not expect I was gonna get. In all honesty, that works out just fine. But what's really special about this place is that it actually already has oxygen. So if my game will unfreeze, I could go ahead and take this thing off and I can still breathe. So I don't actually need the spacesuit here. But why have it then? Well, because if I go ahead and take off my jetpack, this one will actually also allow me to fly. Oh yeah, I'm freaking Iron Man, baby. It looks so sick. It looks ridiculous with the cape. I didn't have that initially when I first used this, but now I do, so it looks ridiculous, man. But it's like Elytra flight, so it's actually very, very sick. So you might be wondering though, Cookie, what was the actual point of all this? You've taken us all across the galaxy, all these different places, and a couple of stuff really just repeated with you mining trying to get to here. But what was the point? The point was actually this suit in general, because if we look at the chest plate, it can create the improbability-probability device as an ingredient, which this in itself is an ingredient for the Altamont star. Boom! It all played into it. So we really didn't actually need to go to Glaceo, but in all honesty, I like this place the best. So we can go ahead and put a waystone over to here. I really don't need to come back, but if I ever need to, we can go ahead and then come over here. I think I spelled that right. Probably not. I should probably go ahead and look in here, actually. Surprisingly, I did spell it correctly. Okay, then. So now we can actually go ahead and then just make our own grand return, huh? I don't have fuel, though. Okay, I guess we are taking the waystone then. So we can now go ahead and then restore ourselves to our full glory. Ah, there we go. And now this suit will be ready and waiting for when it comes time for us to make the Altamont star. Did you like this video? Good. Then be sure to check out our last video and see exactly why we're not gonna see the moon anymore, because I automated daytime. Bye!